and welcome. It's time for Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson here with Dick Jerardi, and great show for you today. But let's get ready for some upcoming stakes races right here to get you in the Thanksgiving spirit right here at Parks. November 26th is the day before Thanksgiving. We have the $100,000 Pennsylvania Nursery, the Shamrock Rose, the Turkey Trot, the Let's Give Thanks, and of course the Cornucopia. So you'll get to see the best of Parks horses right here.
How about that? Can't wait. And we're going to talk about one of those horses in a minute that we know is going to be in one of those races.
Well, let's get to some local racing, shall we? Let's go to Monday's 9th race. This was our Parks picks. Fillies and mares going 6.5 furlongs, going for a nice purse too, $50,000. And the favorite was my pick, Carousel Queen, Scott Lake.
Yeah, now, Dani, I know what would have happened if my pick hadn't been scratched, but my pick was scratched. And I'm taking now Carousel Queen. Not that I know what happened or anything.
Angel of Hope, second choice. Frankie Pennington teaming up with Hugo Padilla. We've seen him have some nice wins. We just had a stakes win recently as well.
Very nice combination. The Hall of Famer, Frankie P.
Here it is, Monday's 9.
They continue on 22-2, the opening quarter, and Angel of Hope has a hard-fought lead. Bye-bye Jealous Eye presses to the outside, to the inside. Jackson's Dixie, then it's put the crazy away. Carousel Queen's gotten the cue. She's about 3 lengths back and beginning to advance with every stride. Solemn Oath, she is well at the back. Angel of Hope has put away Bye-bye Jealous Eye, but Carousel Queen blows right on by her. Carousel Queen has taken command from Angel of Hope. Then it's back to Jackson's Dixie. Bye-bye Jealous Eye, put the crazy away, and Solemn Oath at the back. 46-1, and Carousel Queen hits the top of the stretch with the lead. Angel of Hope running on gamely, but Carousel Queen opening up. She gets the reins shaken in her, and she is keen to respond. Carousel Queen has left them in her wake. She has the 16th left, and she is just now pouring it on. Carousel Queen, she's going to win an absolute romp.
Powerful win for Carousel Queen, and just so happy for these connections. Dennis Johnson, they actually had 2 wins on the day. Their half-sibling, Gambone, won earlier, and they said they waited 20 years to have this. 2 winners on a day with half-siblings. Couldn't be more happy for them. And just got to give it to Scott Lake. He has got these really long-time owners that just have stuck with him, and he's so loyal to them, and they're loyal to him. It's great to see.
There's a few legends here at Park. Scott Lake is absolutely one of them as he continues to move up the all-time trainer wins list. Look, I loved Carousel Queen. Let's deal in reality, Dani, as I just picked by 9.5. I knew it all the time. No, in reality, I picked another horse who did not run, but I would have picked him.
Oh, yeah.
You agree with that, right?
She ran powerful. I agree you would. Well, let's get to some more racing. We're going to jump to Tuesday's 7th race, 6 furlongs, claiming $40,000. So we'll see some horses go to some new barns after this race. $35,000 purse on the line. And the favorite is Gordian Knot, bred by Mr. Mbazy.
Yeah, we know Gordian Knot from back in the day. This horse was in stakes races and was very competitive.
He's going to have to contend with second choice Dr. Steve, shipping in for Flint Stites. What a nice claim here for the Jacksons.
Yeah, coming off a really strong, just missed in a nice race at Penn.
Here it is, Tuesday's 7th.
Final Shot, who goes through an opening quarter, 23 flat. They head into the far turn, and Riverdog turns up the pressure. They're now on even terms, and Riverdog sticks his nose in front. Final Shot, he counters. Dr. Steve, he's in third. Then it's Gordian Knot. The outside, downtown, Charlie Brown, he's not far off. Young Squire's gotten shuffled back, and Analog Jones, he's at the back. 3, now across the track, and on the inside, the veteran, Final Shot, he fights on gamely. Dr. Steve has his stride on the center of the track. He's making up ground, and Dr. Steve has taken over from a game Final Shot. On the far outside, Gordian Knot, he's closing late, but Dr. Steve has the momentum with the 16th left. Dr. Steve with the lead, Gordian Knot is closing, but Dr. Steve, too much horse.
And Dr. Steve gets the win for Flint Stites. Andrew Wolf's on a board, and he was claimed. Okay, so he went to Mike Pino's board. Yep. Gordian Knot was claimed the second choice, so we'll see the first 2 finishers in new barns for their next start.
Yeah, Top Notch and Cheeto took Gordian Knot, as you said, Mike Pino, Dr. Steve. So yeah, people are firing some money around here as we head into the holidays. People are just claiming horse at $40,000 like it's nothing.
Pretty good. Racing is doing well. We're going to do another break. When we come back, we are going to give Dick Jerardi a big honor. Gets in the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame. You don't want to miss that. Much more coming up.
My team at BetParks Online Sportsbook and Casino has a great offer for new users. Download the BetParks app, open a new account, and get up to $50 back on your first sports bet if it doesn't win. Plus, you'll get a BetParks bonus box with 50 BetParks coins and 50 bonus spins on the BetParks Collect 'em online slot game. For details, visit betparks.com.
Hi, I'm Kate DeMasi. I'm Vice President of the PTHA and I'm running for President. It's time we get our organization back on track with leadership that can move forward. We have year-round racing with good purses, health and pension plans, and a second-to-none retirement program for our horses. Over the years, we've developed relationships with legislators in Harrisburg and the equine industry to strengthen our program. We need leadership that works together for the greater good, even when they don't always agree. This is an important voting year, and I need your vote. It counts. Thank you for your support.
We've got your new Ford right here at Chapman Ford of Horsham. Looking for a new Bronco Sport? We've got them. Maybe a new Escape? Got plenty. Want a new Explorer? We have them too. Maybe you have your eye on a new F-150. Huge selection for you. If it's a new Bronco you've wanted, you are in luck. How about an EV? The Mach-E and F-150 Lightning are both in stock. And with great lease terms and low APR financing available, we can help you get the new Ford you want. Chapman Ford of Horsham.
Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Go Racing. Well, it is no surprise that Dick Jerardi is a legend in Philadelphia, and especially in the sports world. Well, he was inducted into the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame the other night. We all got to be there to support you. Tell us what the honor was and what it means to you.
Like I told you and Bruce on Gate to Wire podcast, and make sure you get it, it was really like a full circle moment for me, Danny. When I got the call from Kay McGee, was actually last April 1st, which took me back exactly 40 years to April 1 of 1985, which was the opening night of Garden State Park. Bruce was there, I was there. It was the reason I got hired at the paper. I'd been at the paper 6 weeks. I'm like, whoa. It was also the night Villanova beat Georgetown for the national title and one of the great upsets in college basketball history. And of course, those were my sports, horse racing and college basketball. So that's what I talked about during the speech. And it was great to have a lot of my friends from the basketball world and obviously from the horse racing world. There was a whole, you were there, Bruce was there, and that whole table from Parks people, and my family and friends at our table. So yeah, it was a great night, and a lot of different people were honored. Jeffrey Lurie, the owner of the Eagles, Clyde Simmons, a great defensive end, Paul Holmgren from the Flyers. It was just a fun night at Live Casino in South Philly.
Well, it was great to see you get your honor in front of your family and all of your friends supporting you. And this is part of Dick's speech. And let's hear some of the coaches and what they have to say about the incredible Dick Jerardi.
The horses: Smarty Jones, Fleet Alex, Barbara, Bob Levy's bet twice. Got to be in Saratoga Springs this August to see Smarty Jones inducted into the Hall of Fame. Great jockeys like Tony Black, Rick Wilson, and Kendrick Carmouche at Parks, Chris McCarron, Lafitte Pinkai nationally. I got to cover legendary horse trainers like Wayne Lucas and Bob Baffert, and locally, Scott Lake, John Service, Kate DeMasi, and the Reed brothers, Butch and Mark. Been to 35 racetracks to cover events or just to bet the double. Let's Go Racing, our once-a-week horse racing show with producer extraordinaire Bruce Casella that he has managed to keep on in this market for more than 3 decades. I work with host Keith Jones and now with my good friend Dani Gibson. Thanks to all my friends from Parks who are here tonight at table 16 and keep me in just enough action.
Dick Jerardi is one of those guys in college basketball that was respected in Philadelphia in the Big Five, but nationally everybody knew, coaches knew back in the day, if you needed information about Philly, go to Dick Jerardi. He was one of the most respected guys in college basketball ever.
I love Dick Jerardi. I love what he represents. He's probably the best interviewer that I've ever come across. He'll ask you a question and you give an answer, and then you keep talking and talking. He somehow has this great knack and ability to get more out of you than he even wanted you to say. And I think it's a rare guy who can do that, a rare sports writer who can do that. I'm so impressed with him and everything that he's ever done in his life. And he's been a good friend. And so I'm very happy to be here. And there was a bunch of people at our table that when he got up to talk, we listened to every word, knowing full well that it was well thought out and it was meaningful. So I'm happy for Dick, happy to be his friend, and congratulations for his honor tonight.
So Dumpf, Mr. Basketball in the city, I mean, it was the greatest thing ever, right? He coached at 3 different schools in the city, right? Penn, LaSalle, his alma mater, and Temple. He's the only guy in history that coached at 3 different schools and never had to move. I mean, think about
That's really
that.
cool.
I mean, that's kind of amazing. And of course, Jay Wright is in the National Basketball Hall of Fame. And as I said in my speech, never envisioned in my wildest dreams that 31 years after that opening night at Garden State Park, I would be in a football stadium in Houston watching Villanova win their next national title when, of course, Chris Jenkins made the most famous shot in college basketball history. But Jay is an absolute legend in the game, and he's just chilling out now. He did CBS for a couple of years. He retired young, and now he's just getting to hang out with his wife Patty and his family. And Dumpf is still around. He's finally retired from coaching, but nice guys, and yeah, a lot of great guys. Phil Martelli, Speedy Morris, I covered their teams for years. John Chaney, all-time legend. So yeah, great community, the college hoops community in Philly.
Well, you can see the love and respect they have for you, and just great to see it. What an inspiring night, just incredible people that you were inducted with, and to hear their speeches and hear your speech and the things that they've done, just real, motivating stuff.
No, it was fun, and yeah, thanks to all the people from the Hall of Fame, and Kay McGee especially went out of her way to make things very smooth. Of course, Kay is the daughter of another legend in this town, Herb McGee, the coach at Jefferson University, one of the all-time wins leader in the history of college basketball.
Well, Dick Jerardi in another Hall of Fame, the Philadelphia Sports Hall of Fame, that is. More racing, we're going to go to some national stuff up at Aqueduct. This is the Dwyer Stakes, 3-year-olds. We're getting to the end of the 3-year-olds races, 1-turn mile, and the favorite is Disco Time. Talk about him.
Undefeated in 4 starts, won the St. Louis Derby most recently in mid-September. Danny got 101 buyer. This is a horse that won the Lecomte, missed the Derby Trail, but Brad Cox, not this time, Giroux. Who knows how good this horse might be?
Well, Bill Bott has something to say. He's got Stars and Stripes. Another son and not this time. What a powerful sire.
He's everywhere these days. And also Tip Top Thomas is in there, of course, won the Smarty Jones Stakes back in August.
Here it is, the Dwyer.
Tip Top Thomas, who's up by a half length. Disco Time right there towards the outside, will not let the leader get away as they're approaching a half mile left to go. Crudo is just in behind them in third. Stars and Stripes is the trailer. They're into the turn now, and Tip Top Thomas is trying to keep that lead. Here comes Disco Time with every single stride, gets closer, now within a nose of the leader, 44.56 for a half mile time. Crudo is alone in third, is trying to run down the new leader in Disco Time. Disco Time has put away. Tip Top Thomas is doing it in hand. Disco Time with a quarter mile left to go in the Dwyer. Now gets the cue to kick for home. Crudo has taken second. Tip Top Thomas back to third. Stars and Stripes the trailer. Disco Time is extending that stride and opening up, and a look over his right shoulder, and he sees an 8-length cushion.
Disco Time remains undefeated. Another win there. Florent Giroux teaming up with Brad Cox. We've seen that team up a lot. And what do you think about this 3-year-old?
Really impressive.
Yeah.
107 buyer, won by almost 10 lengths at the wire. The plan is long range Saudi Cup, maybe Cigar Mile prior to that, but Saudi Cup. Think of this now. Maybe Disco Time, Forever Young, definitely going.
Yeah.
And Bob Baffert said, look, I've won just about every race in the world. I'd like to win the Saudi Cup. And of course, he'll be taking Nysos if he goes.
Well, what a trio that would be. We'll look forward to that later down the road. But let's go to more stakes at Aqueduct. This is the Pumpkin Pie. This is fillies and mares going 7 furlongs for $150,000. And the favorite is going from post 8. Weigh the Risks, Chad Brown.
Yeah, Clarvich Stables, Chad Brown. They win a lot of races together. You think of them more of turf than sprints, but it's not like Chad Brown and the stable can't win any old way.
Yeah, and a couple of Parks horses taking their shot. Volleyball Princess for Lou Linder gets Dylan Davis, and Taliesin, who's making her last start for Jacinto Solis because she has been sold privately.
Right, and Volleyball Princess was second on the Liberty Bell on PA Derby Day, ran a pretty good second, and Taliesin, we know, has some real talent. It's run some amazing races.
Here it is. It's the girls in the Pumpkin Pie.
22.51. It's been an easy lead for the long shot in Volleyball Princess, trying to take them all the way. Patricia Ann is all in here from second, trying to move in closer. Weigh the Risks is a looming presence up on the outside here, 3 wide. Here comes Manny Franco, and Weigh the Risks just cruising to the outside, a confident look back. Patricia Ann has taken the lead. Manny Franco looking around for company is well out in the center of the racetrack, and Weigh the Risks gets the cue. Patricia Ann not giving in, though. Patricia Ann fighting right back. 45.28 was at half, and trying to join them. Nick Style in the Red Silks is making up some ground in third. Inside inside this final furlong. Weigh the Risks and a stubborn Patricia Ann. Scalable is on the scene late. Weigh the Risks is almost there. Weigh the Risks.
Weigh the Risks gets the win. Manny Franco, he had a couple wins on the card, and look, she was coming off that nice victory, and she took that big step forward.
If you just bet Chad Brown, Klarovich, and Manny Franco, you had a good day at the Big Ed.
All right, we're going to jump into another stakes race up at Aqueduct. It's the Grade 2 Mother Goose 3-year-old fillies, a mile and an eighth and $300,000 purse. The favorite is fully subscribed.
Yeah, again, Chad Brown, Klarovich stable, this time Dylan Davis.
Yeah, and being myself second choice, but Lulinda, our daydreaming girl, Alicia Ruiz, we saw them get that really exciting third in the cotillion.
She was flying at the finish of the cotillion at 42-1. Also, we have Drexel Hill back for the first time since she was second in the Kentucky Oaks. And remember, Drexel Hill is part owned by our buddy Ed Stefanski. Everybody who ran basketball in Philadelphia knows Ed well. He's very excited to see his filly back.
And we love the name. Here it is. It's the Mother Goose.
The leader is Queen Azteca, right there Lemon Zest, and a big run here from So There She Was is now taken third. Just behind them is Philly Freedom in fourth at the rail. That's Being Myself, who travels in tandem with Our Daydreaming Girl, who loses some ground, just got passed by Fully Subscribed. Towards the back end, the two trailers, Drexel Hill and Cue the Duck Boats. They work up the backstretch, 48.43 for a half-mile time, and they're chasing Queen Azteca. Queen Azteca is up by 3/4 of a length. Here comes Lemon Zest, ready to challenge, has been there the entire journey. It's a ground-saving trip for Philly Freedom, is to the inside here of So There She Was, who's back on the move again. Queen Azteca is still holding him off, is still up by a full length. Drexel Hill is now into the shove, and here's the cue for Fully Subscribed as they're ready to pounce on this leader, and they are well across the racetrack here. 5 of them, noses apart. At the rail, Queen Azteca, all in two-path, Lemon Zest, in between horses. So There She Was. Fully Subscribed is on the move, 4 wide. 5 wide is Drexel Hill on the grandstand side. Also, Philly Freedom trying to run on from the back. Fully Subscribed is up by 2. Fully Subscribed has a furlong left to go. Drexel Hill is now a clear second. Fully Subscribed, Dylan Davis, they're up by 3.
Chad Brown with another win, Fully Subscribed. This time, Dylan Davis aboard. Pretty good field here. Who do you see moving forward?
I thought she was really impressive. I mean, they've always liked her. She basically blew the field away, got a 91 by her. Drexel Hill, I thought, was fine. First race off a long layoff. She'll get better. And Loose Philly just didn't have that same pop that she had here in the cotillion. You kept waiting for that move, and it just didn't happen.
Well, she was a little closer to the pace this time, and I like that she rallied to get fifth. But yeah, I think we'll see her better. And you know what? She might really likes the Parks track.
Well, there you
Maybe
go.
Sue get a stakes win here.
Horse for the course.
Well, we're going to go to another break. When we come back, there's some exciting 2-year-olds to talk about. We have a nice feature coming up and much more on Let's Go Racing.
This is Parks.
This is how you roll. This is how it goes. This is how you pop. This is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you excite. This is how you all night. 360 hit me. Now we're going all in. I can feel it calling. The crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parks, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, 2-year-olds are always an exciting time of year, and we've had some pretty exciting ones right here at Parks. Let's talk about just 3 that we talked. River Escape for Kate DeMassey, Parker Boone for Butch Reed, Tyler Service from Honor Roll. What did these 2-year-olds show in their starts?
Yeah, look, Parker Boone was dazzling, right, in his first start. I mean, just crushed the field by 13 lengths. That's Butch. River Escape ran one of the more amazing races I have seen by a first-time starter in, like, any time. And Honor Roll was just fast for Tyler Service. And, you know, I wrote about it this week on Let'sGoRacingParks.com. The most exciting part of horse racing is 2-year-olds, right? Because you just don't know what they're going to be. What is their next race going to be like? What's the next year going to be like? But we caught up with Butch, Kate, and Tyler to talk about their 2-year-olds, what they think about right now, and what they think might be happening down the road. But you've had some really good 2-year-olds through the year. Parker Boone could not have been much more impressive in his debut. What did you think going in? What'd you say?
Well, we knew he was a talented horse, and he just lived up to those expectations and even more. So did everything well coming up to the race, and then he did really well. He acted, that was one of the questions you always have is how's he going to act in the paddock, how's he going to act pre-race, and he acted like a horse who's already run 10 times. So we couldn't be more happy with his effort.
He's by Salamini, who's a reasonably young sire. Any thoughts that he can get beyond just New York breds, that this could be a potential open stake horse?
Absolutely. The numbers came back on his debut really well, and the way he did it made me think, and the way he trains in the morning, and we're going to stretch him out gradually. The next race will be 7/8 of a mile, and we'll go on from there. And, I don't see any really limit to this horse right now.
Okay, we've seen a lot of impressive debuts around here through the years. Did you know River Escape was going to give this kind of performance?
I thought she'd run really well. I was a little nervous when I saw her in the paddock. I could tell she was a little keyed up, but her class was coming through and she just walked around professionally. But I could tell by her expression she was a little whoa, what's going on?
Did you expect her to be that far back? I know that what happened at the gate was the reason for that.
No, I didn't. I would have thought she would have been laying probably third, leaving there. Good thing was I had actually had an opportunity to school her to some dirt. Thank God for that, and she had handled it fine. So when we had to go to Plan B, I was okay.
Tyler's a bunch of good 2-year-olds at the track this year, and you got one of them. Tell us about Honor Roll.
Yeah, she's a fast filly. She's not a real big, robust filly, but she's quick, and usually with the smaller types you get that. So probably little questions with distant limitations, but if they're that fast, it makes your job a whole lot easier.
Do you love horses with speed?
It makes your job so much easier. You get out of traffic and you make the other horses get in a little bit of a chase mode to try to beat you, and that tires them out as well. So it makes my job easy.
And look, Dick, 2-year-olds are so exciting because the sky is the limit, and we've seen horses go on from Parks and do incredible things like win the Oaks, win the Derby, win Breeders' Cups.
Yep, for sure.
What's next for them?
So Parker Boone, December 6th at Aqueduct, it's a big New York Stallion Day. Buy a New York Stallion, it's a New York bred, $500,000 Great White Way. Look out. Up there. River Escape runs here in the Shamrock Rose. We talked about the day before Thanksgiving. And Honor Roll, when we talked to Tyler, he said, we're going to enter her. Hope she gets in next week. Well, she did. She'll be in race 8 on Tuesday and A other than non-winners of 2 life. That would be Honor Roll.
Well, 3 nice 2-year-olds to root for, watch, and see where they go next. Well, let's get to this week's Jockey of the Week, and it was one that had a lot of wins. Here it is. Congratulations, Franklin Gonzalez Jr. He had multiple wins this week, making him our Jockey of the Week, sponsored by Novacare, the power of physical therapy. And now let's see who got this week's Trainer of the Week, and it's one of our Hall of Famers. Congratulations, Scott Lake. He had an unbelievable week with some thrilling wins, making him our Trainer of the Week, sponsored by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Now let's see another Turning for Home family photo of the week. This is Secret Temptation, a very kind mare that retired because fast was not her thing. Well, here she is riding on the beach in Brigantine. She is available for adoption through Seahorse Equestrian, but hurry up because they might keep her herself. They like her that much.
Understandably. How could you not like her hanging out on the beach in Brigantine?
Well, let's go to our PTHA Trophy race. It was Tuesday's 5th race. Nice field here, but this horse is going to demolish them.
Get Like Mike, trained by, yes, Mike Pino, he's kind of cooled off. He's only down to 33% for the year here at Parks, having a great year and wins off.
And I love talking to Mike Pino. Here, me and him talking about Get Like Mike, our trophy race winner.
Here with winning trainer Mike Pino, and Get Like Mike, a lot of seconds. What was the difference to get that victory today?
Well, the last race he kind of needed a race, got a little tired, and changed the strategy a little bit, took him a little off the pace, and he just improved off the last race. Yeah.
I love the name.
Yeah, it's a good name.
It's a really good name. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, that sends us out to another break. When we come back, we're going to make you some money with Parks Picks coming up next.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw. I'm tapped in. I'm tapped in. But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Bet Parks app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, Meemaw.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided for over 4,000 former racehorses with a safe retirement.
These brave warriors do so much for the fans, and we want to make sure they're taken care of.
It's a group effort by all the owners and the trainers, and we've helped so many horses.
Responding to the need of a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retirement of the equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
It's awesome. I mean, these are the things that we deal with every day that put us into the game and make the game great. Without the horses, we have nothing.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
Aftercare, it takes all of us, and every single person is responsible for it. These horses give us everything on the track. It's up to us to give them everything off the track.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it's time for Eye on Racing, and there's a lot out at Churchill Downs. It is the claiming crown. We love that. Claiming horses are our bread and butter. We have a lot here at Parks, and we have some horses to root for.
Yeah, no doubt, including a Parks adopted horse, Freedom Road. Remember him from last year, Danny, when he won like 7 in a row here at Parks for Ricky Silliman. He's in the big race. Irad is going to ride. Soze, is that how we're saying it? And we have the Palezzi winner, Point Doom. He's not a Parks horse, but he's a Parks horse.
Oh, yeah. We see Tim Kreiser come down here all the time with him. And, hey, a horse to really root for, Ben Dunn's horse, Double Your Money, running for 200 beans in the Jewel. I think they have a real shot.
There you go.
Well, let's go to this week's Parks picks. We selected Monday's third race. Just some really cool claimers in here that know how to win.
So horses that haven't won 2 races since May 17th, but they've won some races, Danny. There's 7 horses in here, combined 387 starts, 79 wins. The average age here for these 7, 8. These are some veteran campaigners. I like the one. It's Game Time. Just one off for Jamie Ness, Frankie Pennington. I'll give it with Yo Burbs. I'll give him one more shot.
Well, It's Game Time loves to win, but I'm going to go with A Matter of Time. It's the 10-year-old, and that name couldn't be more on point because he will retire after this year. He'll turn 11, but there's a lot of speed in this race, and I think this old timer will sit off and get the win. Well, good luck in Parks picks. Well, check out Gate to Wire this week. We had on owner John Julia, who's currently on our board, but he's running for PTHA president. Bruce and I ask him a lot of important questions, things he would like to do if he gets elected. It's a great interview.
And next week, Kate DeMasi, who is also running for president, will be on Gate to Wire.
Absolutely. And we have to send out one of our horses in style who was retired. Farmo Power went through our Turning for Home program, and he actually went home where he was bred to Castle Rock Farm and June Hillman, and Lou Linder just handled him masterfully throughout his career. What a cool dude.
Yeah, owner Joseph Sutton, and Lou told me about the story when they actually bought him right out of a field. 28 starts, 10 wins, 4 seconds, 6 thirds, $600,000 in earnings for Farmo Power. Won the 2024 Paige McKenney, and Danny, in the most memorable win of his life, but it took a while for it to be official, the 2022 Park Start Mile. Finished first, got DQ'd by the stewards, and then eventually got put up when the winner had some issues. But anyway, Farmo Power got it. What a cool horse.
Well, job well done, Farmo Power. We look forward to learning new things and seeing what you do next, buddy. Well, that wraps it up for us this week. What a great show it was. Catch us next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the Bet Parks Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the ray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion. Torpedo Anna gets the win, a narrow victory in the cotillion.